Guys, it's great to be back with you at the Neshoba County Fair, albeit virtually. I had such an awesome time there in 2016 with then Governor Phil Bryant, who's just become such a dear friend and has fought so hard for us along the way. And honestly, I'm just excited to get back to Mississippi sometime soon. The last time I was there was prior to quarantine to help your new governor and great governor, Tate Reeves, get elected. It was awesome to be a part of that, just to get to see real America and speak to real patriots. It was truly incredible. But we are here to ask for your support. I got to Stump at Neshoba in 2016, and I couldn't miss the opportunity to do it again this time around. And look at your options, guys. You're talking about freedom versus socialism. You're talking about the Bernie Sanders Joint Unity Plan that's on Joe Biden's website that's talking about you, the American taxpayer, having the privilege of getting to pay for free health care for illegal immigrants. Don't you wish you had that yourself? How about free housing for criminals coming out of jail? I'd like free housing too, wouldn't you guys? This is the insanity that we're up against. Joe Biden doesn't know where he is. Joe Biden can't remember where he is at least 50% of the time. He confuses his wife and his sister. He can't remember the office that he's running for. And yet, he's going to lead us through this crisis? I don't think so. Joe Biden is nothing more than a puppet to the radical left, and you can see that by his actions and on his website. I'm not just saying this, guys. Go look for yourselves. It's a radical plan that's going to tax us to death. And I don't see people going into a voting booth in November and voting to probably give away 30% of their income because we believe you know what better to do with your income than big government. We're fighting for those freedoms that the left seems very quick to want to give away and not so quick to ever want to give back. And that's why we need your guys' help. I know the great people of the state of Mississippi are in this fight with us. I felt that warmth every time I've been down there, and it's been absolutely amazing. Again, former Governor Bryant has become such a dear friend. It's just been awesome to see the work that he's done. You have two options, guys. Again, we talked about freedom versus socialism, but you also got Joe China on the ballot. I mean, think about this. Coming out of COVID-19, the guy that built China over a 50-year career in Washington, D.C. 50 years. Think about that. 50 years, and he still needs a teleprompter to speak to. I don't know, what, 10 or 12 people in a crowd? Because he has no idea where he is, and that's why we know he's going to be owned by the radical left. That's why we know the media is going to push him as a moderate, despite what his own plans say, because they know that helps them fool you. And that's what we're up against, guys. We're up against a media that has refused to actually be journalists, but have decided instead to be activists, to do whatever they can to shill for the Democrats, Joe Biden, and the left, regardless of their policies, regardless of their competencies. I mean, think about it for a second. Do you think that with Joe Biden's daily issues, where he can't remember where he is, where he forgets where he's going, where even the people he's doing these sort of choreographed teletown halls with are rolling their eyes at how ridiculous what are coming out of his mouth is. He's literally the only candidate in the history of politics to ramble on for 30 seconds during a debate, forget where he's going, and then cede back his time. Remember I don't want to take up any more time. No, Joe, I'd like you to actually make a point, because you can't do it. You have that. You have the fact that he pushed for China and the World Trade Organization, allowed them to grow into the juggernaut, and honestly, in the post-COVID-19 world, we really want someone who's going to be weak on China? How about Hunter Biden taking $1.5 billion from the Chinese government? So you guys are aware, in a typical fund, which is what he got it in, you get a 2% management fee and 20% of the profits. 2% management fee on $1.5 billion is $30 million a year to the Biden family. You think this guy's going to be tough on China? This guy couldn't be tough on anyone. He's certainly not going to be tough on China. So this is what we need from you guys. We need you to stay engaged. We need you to fight. We need you to call, to volunteer, to donate, to do whatever you can. What we can't have you doing is waking up on November 4th wishing for a do-over, because there are no do-overs. You get one chance. So whatever you would do on November 4th to get back the House, to keep the Senate, to keep the presidency, to win some governorships, do it now because it matters. America is worth fighting for, but we can't do it alone. My father didn't need this job when he got into it. He's doing it for us, for all Americans, for our kids and our grandchildren after us, so that they can see the freedoms that we've grown to enjoy so thoroughly that are, in my opinion, without question, at risk. So we need you to get in the game. Go to armyfortrump.com, armyfortrump.com, and volunteer, sign up. We need you all involved. Thank you very much, Governor Bryant, for all you're doing. Thank you, Governor Reeves, for everything that you're doing in the great state of Mississippi. I appreciate all of you patriotic Americans. You're the best, and I look forward to being in the fight with you. Have a great one, and enjoy the fair.